77 years ago today, to the minute, 5:38 on September 28, 1940, Eastbourne was attacked by two German bombers. The first was dealt with by two Spitfires, but the second got through and dropped 6 bombs onto the landing of the junction of 69 and 71 Cavendish Place and 127 Tideswell Road. This George Medal was awarded to Ernest Blackmer, someone who was part of the immediate aftermath. His citation for this gallantry award reads, "As a result of a raid by enemy aircraft, 3 houses were completely demolished and several persons were trapped under the wreckage. The efforts of the fire brigade were a great contributing factor to the ultimate release of 5 of the persons trapped. Chief Officer Phillips acted with much energy and resource, making many excursions under the wreckage and directing operations and encouraging his men. Rescue and other services were immediately in action at the scene, but some time later an unexploded high-explosive bomb was found only 200 feet away. In consequence, volunteers were called for. Ernest Blackmer, May, and Stevens and Turney were among those to volunteer. Blackmer, Stevens and Turney were concerned in the work of penetrating the wall of a cellar through a matchboard refrigerator lined with cork, and then through another 12-inch concrete wall. This work was carried out in dangerous conditions in a confined space in the dark, with the constant peril of heavy falling debris. Through these efforts, 3 of the persons trapped were rescued. May laboured unceasingly throughout the night in a most gallant manner. Blackmer and Turney were overcome with the cold and the effects of the gas escaping into the cellar and had to be taken to the depot. Some time later, however, they volunteered to return to work and gave strenuous aid to the task of releasing a young girl, Peggy Harland. She was pinned down by timber and debris, a weight of which 6 jacks had failed to move previously. After heavy toil, the timber was lifted. The whole of this courageous action was carried out in appalling conditions. In their efforts, greatly contributing to the rescue of 5 of the 7 persons, these men laboured in an atmosphere rendered foul by escaping gas in a cellar filling with water in the dark. Further, they worked for a great part of the period with the knowledge that there was a delayed action bomb only 200 feet away that would have killed them all had it have gone off. The young girl, Peggy, mentioned in the above tale of heroism, should not be forgotten either. She had been visiting a friend, Myrtle Wilkinson, for tea when the bomb hit their home. Myrtle was killed instantly, but Peggy became trapped by a steel girder on her ankles. She lay for 36 hours until Dr. Roy Barron, the first Air Commander, and surgeon Dr. Lawrence Snowball from the Princess Alice Hospital reached her, but they found it impossible to extract her and had no alternative but to amputate her legs. The situation was acute, with another bomb dropped but not exploded lying 200 yards away, and the water mains had burst, so pumping operations had to be put into place by the fire brigade to maintain the water level. Throughout all of this, Peggy was remarkable. Despite great pain and stress, the initial darkness and sense of despair, she remained a very brave young lady, obviously stemming from her service in the 1st Stone Cross Company of the Girl Guides. One of the doctors tending her at the time told an Eastbourne Gazette reporter she had more pluck than any person I have ever known. Having been rescued eventually and brought out of the cellar, she was taken to Prince Alice Hospital, where it was found she had also suffered a broken back, and despite a great fight for life, she died on the morning of September 30th and is now buried in St Mary's Churchyard, Westham. In 1941, she was recommended for and was one of the first 3 to receive the Girl Guides Gold Cross of Fortitude. Her citation read, "For gallantry in the face of danger and great suffering before her death in an air raid." Today, this award is considered the Girl Guides Victoria Cross.